Okay. Where do I begin? Okay. Let's begin. Hi YouTube, my name is Paul. No. That's how you say it. What's up, you? No. Hi. Man, I'm so fucking awkward. Okay. Hello, I'm your host, and welcome to Broke as Hell in China. Can I call myself a host? Okay, anyways. So, I'm Paul, welcome to Broke as Hell in China. This is my first... Yeah, is it my first? Hold on, it really might be there. Anyway, this is my first YouTube video. Okay, anyways, let's just go. So, this vlog is going to mainly be this vlog will mainly be discussing topics related to China, as well as being broke, as well as other aspects of my life that maybe would have something to do with your life. So, first vlog, I think I should start with how did I end up in China? So, how did I get here? My last year of my last year of high school was back in Augusta, Georgia. I'm from Augusta, Georgia, if you guys don't know from my accent. If it sounds like I'm from somewhere else, I guess you'll find out very soon that I'm not from Augusta, Georgia. I graduated from Academy of Richmond County in Augusta, Georgia back in 2009. And that last year, 2008, was the start of my senior year. And during my senior year, that was also, I believe my senior year started 5 days after the Beijing Olympics. What a coincidence. So after the Beijing Olympics opened, the Chinese government started doing a lot of push to overseas regions, overseas countries to push Chinese culture, like a soft power kind of move, like US does with Hollywood. But we're going to talk about that later. Anyways, so they pushed it and Augusta took the bait and they bit that shit. So we opened up a Confucius Institute in my school, Academy of Richmond County, and I believe in A.R. Johnson, we also had a branch. There was two of us. And I spent a year studying Chinese, and originally I was going to study Japanese, but they were like, oh, Chinese, Japanese, the same thing, as they told me at my counselor's office. I won't bring up my counselor's name. But I ended up studying Chinese, and I loved it. I fell in love with the culture. It has 5,000 years of history. Like, the people just seemed like they were just so kind, and I was like, okay, this sounds nice. It's okay. I can vibe with it. I can vibe with this. So after doing a year, of Chinese culture immersion in Augusta, Georgia, I got a chance to take a summer program over in Beijing, China, which is the capital, Henan province, which I was in Luoyang, and Zhengzhou, these two cities, where I got to study Kung Fu for like a week, which means nothing. I can't fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter, so that doesn't really matter. Even if I'm a lover, I'm still alone. Anyways. Okay, so let's keep on going. I went to China for a month back. No, sorry, I think it was a 2-week program. It wasn't that long. 3-week program at most. It was 3 weeks, I think. Beijing, like 4 or 5 days. Anyway, it was like 3 weeks program. And at the end of this program, our last day, we went to Shanghai. Because at that time, Shanghai had a direct flight to Atlanta. We don't say Atlanta, we say Atlanta, where I'm from. And at that time, I had never heard of Shanghai. Maybe I heard it in a song or I knew the movie like Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights. Back in the day, you're like around my age. And I was like, oh, okay then. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is the biggest city I've ever been in my whole life. Like this Shanghai, if you've ever been to Shanghai, it's huge. It's a big city. Like I'm from Augusta, Georgia, and like my parents, by the way, my mother's Jamaican, West Indian. She's from like the countryside of Jamaica. My dad's, we're not going to go into that. He's from Lane, South Carolina, and, there's horses. It's coming from where I'm from, I can say that, wow, I was like in a big city. It was like a metropolitan city. Like, it was on the same lines of a New York or a Paris or Tokyo or Seoul. I was blown away by it. So from that being said, I went back to the U.S. Went back to Augusta, Georgia, and I got hired to work in the U.S. Census. Thank God 2010 was one of our U.S. Census years, and they had the census. And funny thing, I spoke maybe, I don't know, I had like 200 Chinese characters under my belt at the time. But because I was the only person in my city who I guess spoke Chinese and was willing to work for the U.S. Census, they hired me as an assistant manager. Oh, I just killed a bug. Gross. They hired me as an assistant manager, and I was able to, earn some money, save up some money, so I can think about like applying to go to a school in China. At that time, a friend of mine was over in China, and they helped me to apply for my university, which I graduated from, Shanghai International Studies University, SISU. So, sorry, I am not a rich man. Let me tell you guys about that. So, I'm horrible with money. That is why this YouTube channel is called Broke as Hell in China, because I am horrible with money. And I mean, I don't come from, I'm not coming from money or nothing. I'm not poor. I'm broke. It's different. You could be poor, you could be broke. Poor people, maybe they're on the street. Broke, maybe I have to go to McDonald's instead of Chick-fil-A. So they don't have Chick-fil-A in China, so I don't eat Chick-fil-A often. Because of me being broke, and I had the gracious goodness of my two loving parents that they were able to support me. Now, when I say support, not saying that when I went to China I didn't work at all. Of course I had to work. I mean, that's another story that I have to talk to you about working in China. This is going to be layers to this YouTube channel. This is just an introduction and that's it. And then I'm going to do layers on many different aspects of a black American, a black broke-ass American, a black broke-ass American who likes to do a lot of random shit kind of person like me, how they survived in China. Finally